So I get this question at least once a day, which is fair enough. You probably all know me from Gold Rush, so it makes sense. But yes, Parker and I definitely still keep in touch. I had a phone call with him the other day, actually. This is when COVID happened, so he couldn't come and move his whole operation to Australia. You know how tight our borders are. I couldn't even get over to Queensland being a West Australian, so it was just too difficult. That's what a global pandemic will do. So he had to concentrate on other things, and so did I. But keep your eyes peeled, because hopefully I'll be back on your TV soon.
Today, we are unpacking one of the absolute most intense rumor mills in reality television history. If you follow Discovery Channel's hit franchise Gold Rush, you definitely know the name Parker Schnabel. And you probably know Tyler Mahoney too. When these two massive personalities finally collided on screen, the fan speculation went into absolute overdrive. I mean, people weren't just wondering if they were going to strike gold. They were analyzing every single frame to see if they were striking up a romance. We're going to look at the facts, break down these rumors, and explore the incredibly demanding reality of life as a professional gold miner. Okay, let's dive into this right off the bat and address the million-dollar question that has literally dominated internet message boards and social media for years. Are Parker and Tyler actually dating? The speculation was incredibly intense. But to really understand why fans were so eager to pair these two up, and to figure out what was actually going on behind the scenes, we first need to look at how this dynamic duo even crossed paths in the first place. Let's move to and see how this builds, right? Because Parker wasn't just a sudden reality TV star. He grew up in this industry. He debuted on Gold Rush back in 2010 when he was just 16 years old, getting a start on his grandfather's operation. Because of his incredible drive and, let's be honest, his pretty brash personality, he took control of the company and eventually landed his very own spinoff, Gold Rush Parker's Trail. The first year of that spinoff was this huge hit following the historic 1898 Klondike Trail. That led to a second season in Guyana and a third in Papua New Guinea. Then, in season 4, his global hunt for gold took him all the way to Australia. And that is exactly where a brand new companion enters the picture. Enter Tyler Mahoney. And Tyler wasn't just cast for some cheap television drama. She brought serious credentials to the table. She is a young gold miner herself. She's also a model, and she was already a star in her own right on Discovery's Aussie Gold Hunters. For season 4, she stepped in as Parker's local guide to show him exactly where to look for gold in her native Australian territory. On paper, she seemed like an absolutely perfect, highly compatible match to guide him through a seriously tough landscape. So why did everyone immediately assume they were a couple? Well, they had the perfect recipe for a romance rumor. First off, they're of similar ages. Second, they share this incredibly unique, highly compatible interest in professional gold mining. Third, they're spending their days traveling through the vast, isolated Australian desert together. And finally, the spark that really lit the rumor mill. Parker was conspicuously single. He had recently split from his previous Australian girlfriend, Ashley Ewell. Fans, and honestly, likely even the camera crews trailing them, were practically begging for a romance to blossom. But let's look at the cold, hard facts for a second. Fans were absolutely desperate for on-camera sparks in a glamorous desert romance. But the reality? Throughout the 9 episodes of season 4, their relationship was strictly platonic. They found adventures in the desert, sure, but they did not find romance. There was zero on-camera romance, and neither Parker nor Tyler has ever given any indication through official channels or social media proof that they were an item. It was strictly business. Now, I know some fans argue that a lack of proof doesn't mean a lack of romance. And to be fair, Parker is notoriously camera shy about his private life. Actually, there's a hilarious behind-the-scenes anecdote from when he was dating his ex, Ashley. According to a clip released by Discovery, the camera crew actually had a running bet going to see who could be the first to catch the couple kissing on camera. He keeps his cards incredibly close to his chest when the red light is flashing. Now, what's really interesting about this is how it brings up a much broader reality about Parker's love life. Dating is tough for him, and it starts with the most basic first date question. What do you do for a living? As he told People magazine in an interview, explaining his job is incredibly difficult. He says, I try to explain it in a way that doesn't sound like Mad Max. Because let's face it, digging huge holes in the earth with massive machinery and complete isolation sounds pretty dystopian when you're trying to casually explain it over dinner. He actually expands on that thought with this amazing quote: "I'm in the woods and you're living in a fucking bunker washing rocks, looking for little shiny rocks." It is a brilliant, hilarious contrast. Fans romanticize the idea of a reality TV relationship, but the rugged daily reality of his life involves living in a literal bunker, covered in dirt, washing stones. It completely strips away the glamour and shows just how bizarre his lifestyle sounds to an outsider. Which leads to this highly relatable, almost sympathetic dynamic. Despite his massive television fame and success, when a date asks him, "What do you do?" Parker admits his final response is often just a defeated, "I don't know." Even though Gold Rush has been on the air since 2010 and gold mining is an ancient profession, the sheer scale and isolation of his work remains a complete mystery to most people he meets. So the crucial point is really the logistics of the job itself. Parker owns and operates Little Flake Mining, and they work in the desolate, freezing Yukon. According to the show's data, the mining season up there runs continuously for 5 months, typically starting in May and ending in September. That is a massive chunk of the year where he is completely isolated from the traditional dating world. And during those 5 months, he's definitely not working a cozy 9 to 5. His colleague, Bree Harrison, has confirmed that the job demands a brutal minimum of 12-hour workdays. When you're doing hard, physical labor in the dirt for 12 hours a day, every single day, for 5 months straight, there is practically zero time, energy, or opportunity left over to cultivate a social life. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why professional gold mining makes maintaining a relationship such an uphill battle. When you stack up these obstacles, the desolate Yukon location, the relentless 5-month season, the 12-plus hour shifts, it becomes obvious why romance is so hard to find. Parker actually noted this back in a 2016 interview with Maxim, explaining that he spends the vast majority of his year exclusively with his colleagues. Your dating pool essentially shrinks to zero. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Despite the desolate lifestyle, the grueling hours, and the so-called bunker life, Parker remains optimistic. He has shared with People magazine that he does hold out hope to settle down and have a family in the future. He knows the extreme demands of his career make it difficult, but the desire for a traditional family life is definitely still a part of his long-term plan. Which brings us right back to Australia and Tyler Mahoney. At the very end of season 4 of Parker's Trail, Parker made a massive move. He bought an Australian mining claim. This transforms his company into an international operation and gives him a permanent, major reason to return to Tyler's home turf. While they kept things strictly professional in the desert, this new investment leaves us all wondering, will his expanding empire and future interactions with Tyler in season 12 finally change his relationship status? We're just going to have to keep watching to find out. So what do you think? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep your eyes peeled for those shiny rocks.